What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 35 of One Podcast for Nerds. I'm going a little fast than last time, if you're watching the Twitch stream, because I have to do this for the second time. So here we are. Remember that you can support us in the Acast supporting system. You can find a link for that in the descriptions below of every episode we do. You can also buy a sweet 1P4N mug, which I don't have around me, by clicking on the link in the descriptions below of every episode as well. It's a sweet-ass mug, a little pricey, but good quality. Remember that you can always follow us on Twitch at One Podcast, or on Twitch at One Podcast for Nerds, whatever, at One Podcast for Nerds. Instagram and Twitter with the @ symbol One Podcast for Nerds. We stream every Saturday and Tuesday. Tuesdays are wonderful board game night we do live where we play Gloomhaven. That seems to be super popular amongst viewers. And every Saturday night we actually Twitch stream this episode starting at 7:30 p.m. except for you can watch it and then you can watch me fuck up and then you can watch me go back and do this all over again. So that's where we are right now. On the docket today, we're going to talk about Black Friday. What we bought, what we like, what we wanted. We're going to talk about Catan, the board game, because that's fun. And I got a funny story at the end. And if anyone else has a funny story, they can share that. So doing this again, Austin, what did you get for Black Friday?
As I've already said to the Twitch group, I got all the Kingdom Hearts for like $33 on PlayStation, which is pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I thought that was actually a little pricey, but you said it was a really good deal.
Yeah, so I think I believe I have 12. There's 6 on the first version of it, and then 6 on the last version of it.
I very much appreciate the fact that you're counting how many games you have, and you're like, I think I have 12.
Because it has, I was going over a website, but it has like, it's like an app that gets split into 2, but I didn't want to start it up because usually the Kingdom Hearts games has licensed music, and I didn't want to get kicked off of Twitch. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So I also got this JRPG game. Which is for those who don't know, probably know. JRPG is Japanese roleplay game. And it's called Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. I got it for like $11, which is an amazing deal because it's like normally like 100 something. So I got it for like 90% off. And the art style is like super Studio Ghibli, which is pretty dope.
Right on. Nolan, did you know what JRPG stood for?
Yes, I did.
What's the what?
Okay,
what
I
is?
just threw shade. I just threw shade for no reason.
Why? From the man who was born before any of us. What was your first JRPG you can remember playing?
Fantasy one.
Dragon Warrior.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's quite a few.
Yeah.
It's one of the original ones.
Austin explaining sounds.
Yeah, I feel a little bad now. I threw shade for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
okay.
We all deserve it. The art style is absolutely beautiful. Like it's like straight out of Studio Ghibli style anime movies and everything like that. Back before I bought my last JRPG, I was really thinking I wanted to buy this one, but it was a little out of my price range. So when I seen it was on sale, I hopped on.
What was the last JRPG?
Tales of Arise. It kills my PlayStation. I literally have to put it on life support to play it. So I beat it and I haven't gone back since.
So that you got just those two?
Yeah. I mainly got Kingdom Hearts because I was planning on linking my PlayStation to the podcast streaming site so I could stream it for the viewers and everything like that.
By podcast streaming site, he means Twitch, just to clarify everybody. I don't actually have like a... I wish we had a...
I was supposed to say, I wasn't supposed to say that. That's all Andrew has in the works.
A website that I've been trying to make for the last like 8 months.
Yeah, he's been working on it real hard. But
actually,
yeah, no,
I have kind of, not really.
All right,
I got a layout. That's all that matters.
It's on paper somewhere.
Yeah, it's buried.
He's probably got a name for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have a name for it.
He likes coming up with the names.
Yeah.
I do like coming up with names.
I know you do.
So yeah, but that's essentially what I've been doing. Like at least for Black Friday, I bought those 2 games. The reason why is because both of those things are going to take me so long. There's no point in me to really buy any games, right? At least on the PlayStation. Yeah, no, that's my that's what I've been buying. I'm looking forward to playing Ni no Kuni, but I wanted to at least beat the first Kingdom Hearts before I try something else.
Nolan, did you get anything fun? A lot of nice Switch games are on sale.
Yes, I saw that, but I didn't buy any of them. I'm
Still on sale.
I might have a look now that I paid off my credit card, picked up a couple extra shifts, and did some Christmas shopping. I got some time now, and I think
You
I
know
have some
what
money.
You know what I would look at getting is, and I think you'd thoroughly enjoy, and even actually I think your kids would really like playing it too, is Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for Switch.
Good one.
I was looking at that.
It's actually, out of that entire list, that would probably be the best one. That or Paper Mario. I actually think your kids would really like Paper Mario or Origami King. That'd be another one too. But if I had to choose between the two, I would choose Zelda, but Paper Mario has really good writing. I haven't played it, but I've heard really good things about the writing. Like people actually like laugh. Like they kind of have like,
you
it's
not
like
played it?
No.
Yeah,
I thought you would have played every Mario
I played Thousand
game.
Year Door. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing with Paper Mario though. Like Thousand Year Door was ideally the last one, right? And then like after that, you had Sticker Star, which wasn't that great, and they kind of just went downhill after that. So I actually haven't bought a Paper Mario for a while. The gameplay is pretty repetitive, but the story and the writing is supposedly really good. So I'm kind of hoping. Oh, and Paper Mario is actually coming back to Switch for Nintendo Online, but that's not out yet. So, but that's a really good game, thoroughly enjoyable. Anyways, what'd you get? Sorry, took over again.
I haven't bought any video games, but I did buy Catan for my kids for a Christmas present.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
It is. It's one that we've played an awful lot, and I know my kids will really enjoy playing that, especially my oldest. She'll love that. It's right up her alley. She is so fucking cutthroat, man. When it comes to trading resources, fuck. You should try playing Monopoly with my oldest daughter. She's 12 years old, but like, man, she is ruthless. You cannot trade with her unless you're going to lose that trade. That's the only way she does it.
It's good. Maybe good for a good negotiator, I guess.
Oh, like, and she's so stubborn. I'm not.
Do you imagine? Could you imagine?
But man, it is so frustrating playing with her because, like, you might as well argue the fucking brick wall.
I could sincerely imagine your kid talking someone off a ledge. Get down! Get down! I'm gonna jump. Fine. There's no heaven. There's no heaven. Get down. Sorry.
No, my oldest just walked away.
Sorry.
Just walked away.
I can see it. So they just splatter on the pavement. You're not even gonna feed the trees.
So I lied a little bit. It's only 7 games in it.
Wow. Anyways,
only 7 games in the Kingdom Hearts thing.
Whole five difference.
But it all right. But to be fair, it was 133.49, and now it's only 33.37, which is a fucking killer deal.
Nice throw. Really got your point across.
Job,
I felt the throw physically.
Shut up!
Through the screen, I felt it. Really felt that point be made. Before
in person, we do it.
Dude, we've been pretty good doing him in person. We actually haven't been that bad. But he doesn't say funny things.
Pretty good.
He doesn't say the things he would say on this in this stream because like he's very like narrow focused on winning a game. And so like unless you fuck him over and then like the entire game becomes him fucking you over just for the sake of I could imagine Austin in like the Year of Samurai, where if you just like sliced him, he'd be like, "I'll die on my sword just for you to die." Like I would give up my own life. Like he would take the sword, stab himself first, and then stab he would give them a hug, and then stab both of him at the same time. He'd be like, "No, fuck you, dude. I'm taking you down with me for no, like just for the most smallest thing."
You make me sound quite petty here, dude.
I mean, have you played a board game with yourself?
Fuck you. I'm totally.
And look forward to our new podcast. You're not that funny. But yeah, that's on me. Before we get into Catan, because we're going to talk about it because Nolan bought it for his kids and stuff. We're going to talk about how awesome that game is and how much we play it. I'm going to go over what I bought for Black Friday. So I bought a few things for Black Friday. I bought my niece Mario Kart Live, which is pretty awesome. Looking forward to playing with that, as in the sense of when she opens it, I'm going to play with it first. And someone's laughing at me about it. I got a nice audience kicking around here. But anyways, and then I bought a lot of Steam games. More that if I announce the price I actually spent, I'm going to get a huge scouring look at myself. Like I'm going to get looked at. But I spent $60 on video games in the last 2 days.
Only 60? Wow, that's not that bad.
I know. I know she's looking at me very like, she's like, what are you doing? I got the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. So that's 10 games, not fucking 7, for $18 together.
Yeah, but that's on Steam. Steam sales are often like way better than anything else.
Get a PC. And I also got Inscription for $18, and that game is fucking amazing. I will talk a little bit more about that afterwards. I got the Castlevania Advance Collection. That is awesome. I'm going to play... Oh, fuck, what is it? It's like the Light of the Moon or something like that. It's not Curse of the Moon. It's Light of the Moon or whatever. I don't know. It's one of the Advance. Sorry. Castlevanias are like a hit and miss for me. And I got every freaking DLC possible for Civilization 5. Because I wanted to. I feel like I got something else, but I don't remember. But I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Yeah. And so I've been playing through all the Mega Mans. I'm not going to stream that because those are hard games. That they're so much fun, but they're really hard and frustrating. So if I feel like I want to show anger, like just pure rage, I'll stream that. Castlevania Advance, I've never played them, so I wanted to get it just to like play through them. Like I played the original, like in old Castlevanias. They also have Dracula on there for Super Nintendo, which was pretty awesome. That was only released in Japan, so I'm gonna play through that. And then Civilization, I will never stream Civilization because no one has time. But Inscription, so I mean, it's funny because everyone has been saying, hey, you should play Inscription. Like, I mean, not to me, but just like I've been hearing you should try Inscription. You know, if you never played it, play Inscription and stuff like that. And it's a card game. I'm into card games. They're fun. And it's a roguelike card game, similar to Slay the Spire, but more creepy, which is awesome. And it's got like, the first thing I thought about when I played through it was like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you actually have to sacrifice certain amount of animals to summon different animals, and they all have like strategic plays. Like they can hit like left and right, but they won't hit straight. Some can fly, so they can actually hit over your animals, unless your animal has a specific trait that blocks those attacks. You have ones that submerge when it's your turn, so you can never hit them, but you can hit your enemy directly. And it's a story, so it's almost like you're in a room. I mean, basically you're in a room and you're not sure how you got there. And there's someone in front of you that's basically, you're making your story as you go, and he's telling you the story as you make it. And so you encounter like random people who give you random gifts. They'll give you random powers, random cards. But at the same time, you can actually get up from the table and you can like walk around and you can solve puzzles. There's puzzles to happen to like kind of help yourself get out of the room. So not only are you trying to play through the game and trying to survive the roguelikeness of your adventure, but you're actually physically trying to get out of the room as well. And you get hints as you play. So like I mean, I'm not. This isn't a huge spoiler if you haven't played it before, but if you haven't played it before and you play this, whatever. This is like the first thing you're told. But basically, you have a strout or whatever, like a weasel, who tells you, being like, oh hey, like you need to go look in the guidebook. There's a code in the guidebook. Go look in the guidebook, and basically he's your companion and he helps you through it, and he tells you what's happening. Like, oh, like whatever. And so when you go into the legends, the rule book of how to play the game, there's a code on one of the animals. Then there's a safe. You can go over to the safe and you put in the code. The safe unlocks. You get a key and some cards, and you go on and go forth. And it's kind of creepy because every time you die in the game, your captive will be like, okay, well now, like before you die, like you need to. I need like basically a picture of your soul to put onto this card. And so you get to choose like the sacrifice. So how much sacrifice is your card going to be worth? 1 blood, 2 blood, 3 blood. You choose what's the power and defense of your card. Choose power of your card. Choose, and then you name your card. And I've named my card like fuck, dick, whatever, just very like vulgar things. And then he takes a picture of you, and then you die, and then you are the new captive that's on. But the thing is you can actually find your card from previous plays and use its stats as a new player. And so it's a really fucking interesting game, and it's by Devolver, who've made like great games. And I would highly say that if you have a couple bucks kicking around, and I mean, it's on sale now for $18, but by the time this goes up, I don't know if it'll still be on sale. I'd give it a go. If you got Steam, I'd give it a try, and I think it's really worth the $18. It's super interesting, and I actually thoroughly enjoy playing through it. And yeah, that's my go through on Inscription. So give that a go. It's super cool. I'd give that game a high rating personally. I don't rate games on Steam because I'm too lazy, but it's for you guys. I'll give it a high playthrough. Catan. We played Catan many times. Played it a lot.
Yeah.
So who wants to explain what Catan is real quick? I mean, I'm sure most of our listeners know what Catan is, but I feel like who of you didn't know? Didn't one of you guys didn't know how to play Catan? Was it you?
I had no idea what it was. I'd never heard of it before I started playing.
I'd never played it before.
Oh, so you both didn't know how to play Catan. It's a pretty staple game. Pretty easy game. But given you guys are new to it, either one of you guys want to explain how to play Catan? Could you read it from the... Don't read it from the back. That doesn't make great radio.
Do you want to do it, Nolan? Because I can do a brief summary.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go. He's going to read the fucking thing from the back. I can only look at him, concentrate. Look at him. He's looking at it. You set it up. You set it up upright, didn't you? Oh, you fuck.
All right. So essentially, one podcast. I was going to explain us.
One board game for nerds.
One podcast for nerds. All right. No. Essentially, Catan is a game where you have to get to a certain amount of points. Usually, like 10 or 12, I believe. It's been a while.
10, but 10. You can play variations where it's higher.
Yeah. And essentially, there's no combat or anything like that. It's a game about outsmarting your opponents by trading and buying and making it so that way you can get enough points to meet 10. There's
how do you get your points?
It's a game about settlers and pioneers and settling a new land and just expanding and out competing your competitors.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, so like there's 5 different resources: sheep, wheat, brick, ore, and
come on, man. There's forests of them.
Forestry. There you go. Lumber. Right. And you kind of got each settlement is worth 1 point, but you can upgrade settlements into cities, which are worth 2 points. And you can build roads, which is usually my goal. I try to make the longest road and run out of road pieces, but they always win the game before I can do that, which pisses me off.
Hold up. Because Austin always has to make the longest something, if you know what I mean. Welcome to You're Not That Funny.
You're really you're really selling this podcast here.
You're plugging the show that we haven't started yet.
I know, but honestly, this is what it'd be like.
you throwing out one-liners and you just like. But we have to make it so like somebody has like a cricket noise ready to go.
I already have one on the computer.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. I don't need a soundboard. I mean, I would love a soundboard, honestly, but no, donate to us so I can buy a soundboard. But no, I honestly I have one queued up more for editing reasons.
But yeah, so essentially it's all about buying, selling, trading your way to the top. And it sounds like a boring premise, but like it's surprisingly fun when you play it. Like it kind of seems like a game I wouldn't really enjoy until I tried it, and it became like a staple of what we played before we started streaming it. And I honestly wish that we could play it more because there's a bunch of different ones. Like there's expansions for it. There is what's it called? A new game that Andrew and Victoria just bought like about a week ago. They just bought a special version of it, which is like essentially go into outer space and you have rockets and everything like that. Which then my goal is to just fill up the rocket with all the different attachments to it because that's more my style. Anyways,
Starfarer.
Yeah, it's a very cool game. And yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff, and it takes a lot of strategy and stuff like that. And I'd say that saying that only have won ever once.
I don't know who's won the most out of all of us.
Definitely not me.
Yeah, I'm not actually. No, it's not you. Not you, Austin. It's not my partner.
No, I know.
No,
when you look off screen and go, yeah, it's not you.
Yeah,
that's what I was laughing at.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like that game is actually. Before I go into it, Nolan, I mean, you bought it for your kid for cutthroat reasons.
Catan, yeah.
Yeah, you even have it literally with you to show all Twitch viewers, not listeners. Suck it, listeners.
Come join us on
there you go.
Twitch.tv/1podcast.
Yeah. Damn, right. It's still in shrink wrap.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can reuse it, keep your sandwich fresh afterwards. Welcome to You're Not That Funny. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know. It's funny.
How do you keep doing it?
I'm sorry. I've been told that my slogan is "Welcome to You're Not That Funny," where the only one laughing is Andrew.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you Nolan a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
Sat there and went like, "We all need slogans," and you know what? You're starting to catch up finally.
There you go. Yeah, but that'd be like, "Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm not that funny." Which is actually, you know what? That's funny. I'll say that. I'll make that my slogan. I'm okay with that. Funnier than I think I am. I'm the guy who always laughs at my own jokes, but nobody laughs with me. At me, maybe, but never with me. Yeah, no, yeah. So Nolan, sorry, you didn't even get to speak. I was making sandwich jokes with shrink wrap, and
Andrew just started fucking advertising his new podcast.
Yeah, because that's not actually on this recording. I'll talk about it at the end. But yeah, Nolan, sorry. Swear to God, no one's going to talk over you.
So what am I supposed to say? What are we talking about? I said I bought it for my kids for Christmas.
Yeah.
My daughter is ruthless when she trades.
But how do you think
your other drone for my son?
Oh, there you go. I mean, this was like a segment ago, but we'll keep going. It's fine. Why'd you buy a drone?
Because he really wants one, and I want to play with it too. It's got camera.
Man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Cannot wait until the police roll up on your joint.
Not illegal here.
No, but there's a lot of strict rules for you.
You know what? Next time I stalk a woman,
that's not the rules.
Let's not bring that story back up, please.
I don't know what story you're referring to.
He said next time I stalk a woman.
Stalking from a few episodes ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Let's not bring that back up.
Well, it's already in the ether. It's already out there.
That's true.
But how powerful is your drone?
How powerful?
Like, so how big is
It's
it?
got 1080p camera.
It's good. What's never mind. It's a really stupid question.
It's on its way still.
Oh, you haven't even got it yet? Oh, you got it from
It's
Amazon.
on its way.
It's on from Amazon?
So you're telling me is this going to get shipped to Vancouver and sit in Vancouver?
Well, no, it'll go through the States.
Or it'll just come from Edmonton.
Oh, is it coming? Is it coming that way?
I have no idea. Did you know we're gonna have an Amazon distribution warehouse in town in next year?
Oh, sweet cheese! Water bottle sales are gonna skyrocket in BC and Kamloops alone. Hey,
why here? This kind of seems kind of weird.
Yeah, why here is actually a good question.
Yeah, well, that seems like a weird thing to do.
Because we're a distribution hub. We got all the major highways, all the railways come through here, and we're a major hub.
Because basically,
we almost burnt down last summer.
No, we were. I think it was still 40 kilometers away.
There's like 12 major fires all around the city. Yeah, it was 40 kilometers away.
The one that would have burnt us down was 40 kilometers away. All the other ones were like, meh.
Yeah.
Also, we're desert. I mean, it'd be a grass fire that burns this town down, not a forest fire. So, not a lot of trees. Yeah, not a lot of trees around here. It's a desert. I was gonna say, they give you a tracking number to like see where it's coming from, right? You look like you've never heard of this before, which is really shocking. Please tell me.
I do have an email with the tracking, but I just haven't looked yet.
Oh, okay.
Holy fuck, dude.
It's like, and how many things
of course I know we get tracking numbers.
Okay. Well,
you
gave a look that wasn't very convincing.
You gave a really unsure. I'm not really sure how technology works. I'm too old for this kind of look to everybody.
I was thinking,
my grandmother gives me when I try to explain her how
I got
Facebook
the tracking number I got the tracking number for the for Catan.
And it doesn't work. It doesn't. The tracking
hasn't left yet.
What the fuck do you have in your house?
Hasn't left yet.
What do you mean?
What?
This house hasn't left the fucking warehouse yet, you dummy.
Catan?
Oh, his other stuff.
No, not Catan. No, the drone.
Oh, fuck.
Drone. You asked the question, and then you told him he was dumb.
I heard Catan. He's like, Catan hasn't left yet. I'm like, what the fuck do you have in your house, dude?
No, I said.
We're talking about the drone.
Okay, even if that's the case, you said it was on its way.
Well, I ordered it 2 days ago. I thought it was on its way. It hasn't been shipped yet.
All right. So look, I'm right about something. Okay, one of two things. Give me a break.
No.
I take the small winnings. Okay, you guys are so narrow-minded and just unconvincing and just full of hate. Live a little, guys. Come on, be happy. Life is amazing. It's great. Get your fucking drone. Anyways, check that tracking number. So I don't have one yet. It hasn't left the warehouse. Yeah.
Ordered. It hasn't been shipped yet.
I'm glad. I'm glad that this makes great podcasting.
Like, is this whole thing gonna get cut out too, Andrew?
Nope, I'm keeping this in.
You fucking ask a question and belittle him for answering the question.
I didn't belittle him. I was just confused. I wasn't like, you're an asshole. What are you talking about? You have Catan. I just said, what do you have in your house if Catan hasn't shipped yet? That's where the confusion happened. Come on, Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry. Andrew did that to you.
Just, you know what? Just because I disagree with somebody, no.
Disagree? Fine, there's nothing to disagree about.
Well, no. Okay. In my defense, there's always something to disagree about. No matter how wrong you can be.
fuck's sake.
Like some of us on this podcast, I will die on that sword, so it's fine.
All right, so Nolan, you got a drone. Anything else you ordered on Black Friday?
Well, I you know.
The Toby watch for my youngest daughter.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a smart watch that she can play games and stuff with, but
anything that you ordered for you, or like just buy anything for you. Sometimes you got to be a little selfish.
Not yet.
Oh, wait, you don't want to talk
I'm
about...
waiting for Monday.
You don't want to talk about the inflatable sex doll you ordered for yourself?
Dude, we weren't going to bring that up. No one else didn't know about that.
Whatever, man. But like I learned, and I don't know if this is... Yeah, this is
turkey. You want this out in the ether right now?
It's not about me. Did you know?
No. This is summer job he had a few years ago when he lived in Kelowna.
Sure, if you want to go that way, but it wasn't. Okay, did you know? And I just found this out. I didn't actually know this was a real job. I had to look at it up after. And there is a job in the world where to collect... He's laughing. I haven't said what it is yet. There's a job in the world where to collect...
On, I'm waiting.
To collect turkey semen for like analysis purposes.
Yeah. Good.
That they take a little straw and they put on the turkey's penis.
Oh.
And then somebody on the other side basically has to blow on it to get them off.
Oh.
So I just want you to think about that when you go order a Thanksgiving turkey, whether you're in Canada or the States, there's a good chance that it's been blown by a dude. Just fun. I need like the more I need the more you know rainbow to happen right now.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah. Anyways, that was a fun thing I discovered. That was fun.
Yeah, so
welcome to our shit show podcast. Anyways,
honestly, this episode,
whatever, man, it's fun. I got a funny story actually, not the turkey getting blown by human beings. Though let's talk about who the real superior like animal is on this earth. But anyways, the joke is that because they're a turkey and they get blown by humans, that makes them better than everyone else. I know, but
I was laughing.
Well, welcome to You're Not That Funny, where Angie's the only one that laughs.
I laughed.
I'm picturing like a scene from Rick and Morty cartoon now with the turkeys in charge.
How has no one made a joke about that on a cartoon though? Like actually, like, I mean, that's a low hanging penis for a turkey, if you know what I mean. So I mean, that's a good joke right there. Although I had to ask, like, because like a lot of birds have like cloacas and stuff like that, and like so they kind of like squirt. What do you call it? Like, yeah, like. Anyways,
hi, welcome to One Podcast for Nerds, where we talk about.
Welcome. No, they're like corkscrew dicks, right? So I was actually trying to think of the pasta. What's that pasta? It's like screwy, spiral.
Fusilli?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Anyway, yeah, that's what. Anyway, yeah. So that's what like a duck's penis looks like. Anyways, welcome to One Podcast for penises of ducks. And so I was just like, how do you get a straw? Like it. I mean, the word straw was used. So like, I'm just curious. I got more questions than I have answers, but pondering. I think I'm gonna have dreams and nightmares also about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's just like I don't think I can get enough turkeys done in one night. You know what I mean? And then like my boss is on me about it. Also, like, do you ever think that do you ever think that doing that is kind of like siphoning gas and just sometimes just too much comes out?
Man. Like, what the odds? Yes.
Anyways, okay. On to my funny story. We're gonna move on from.
Not an image I wanted to have in my head.
We're gonna move on from turkey. Anyways, I don't know if this is even a video game podcast anymore.
No, it's not this episode.
This isn't video game related, but it was a funny story I told today, and actually I thought about it. So I was in high school, and we went for like a field trip golfing. And I just started golfing like 4 years before. So like I've had experience before and whatever, but I'm a pretty bad slice, whatever. Anyways, I was golfing with one of my good friends. I was golfing a group with like a good friend and, well, I guess good friends because it was a pretty small grade. And so we were all together, whatever, in groups. And I think we were at the second last hole. And I'm about to tee off with an iron because it was a short hole. So whatever, I just needed an iron. Anyways, my friends decided to walk in like ahead of me because I was playing pretty awfully that day. And so I was like, hey man, like, don't, like, I'm going to hit, like, don't, and they were pretty, like, they were off to the side, whatever, like well into like the rough of the course and whatever. Right. I'm like, like just in case, like, don't go, like, don't. And my buddy turns back to me. He's like, dude, you're not going to fucking hit me. Like, I'm way over here. Like, fuck off.
Oh, did you hit him?
So I proceed to tee off and my ball goes like going straight for the hole. And I think my ball felt like it was being taunted when he said that. And I literally watched it slowly curve and smack him straight into the back into his shoulder blade. And he did the most cartoonish fall where, like, when when you watch like a movie, like, and someone gets shot, like people are running away and they get shot.
Like,
and then when they get shot,
scream as they fall forward.
And like their arms go
you're
up.
Talking like what's it called? The fucking Vietnam movie.
Yeah, so like
Platoon fall. Where it's like,
yeah. So that was the most cartoonish fall where it was like feet, shins, knees, bodies, hands were the last thing to touch the ground. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Probably somewhere like you put the platoon music, like playing really sad music as he's falling over slowly.
Honestly, that in slow motion would have been amazing. And he had a huge welt in his back after that. But you know what? The bad thing was I didn't even leave to help. I just laughed. I dropped everything to the floor and laughed my ass off. And I felt really bad for the person next to him because he had no fucking idea what just happened. And so like, he's like walking, and the buddy next to him just collapsed.
He's sitting there. He said all of a sudden his friend got sniped in the back and he's laying on the ground off a bullet wound. He's like, help me. He's like, what the fuck's going on?
Anyways, yeah, that was pretty fucking funny, actually. I laughed really hard at that. And that was my funny story I want to tell everybody. Anyone have a funny story like that? I don't know. It was pretty good.
I got a story like that, but involved shot put in high school and lots of stitches and an ambulance for that kid. But he was okay.
Let's do it.
Just like we're doing track and field, and we're doing like discus and shot puts, and the PE teacher tells everyone, all right, do not walk across here because we're doing shot put. And some idiot kid just not looking, walks right through. And my buddy, he was probably one of the top couple shot putters in our school, just launches it. And the guy just walks, turns around, and then smack, wasn't even smack, just a crunch in the back of his head. And, back of his head was the most sickening things, like top of his head. Just one of the most sickening sounds ever. And like you heard skull crunch. It was awful. Just fucking nasty, man. And he collapsed crying.
You probably killed that guy. Yeah, no shit.
Yo, like, yeah, it was pretty
How
serious.
old were you?
This is like, grade 8, grade 9. So 13, 14, something like that.
You're still a big dude back then too?
Oh, it wasn't me. It was my buddy who threw it, but he was stronger than I was back then. And he took up weightlifting when he was 12 to
6'3", so
I'm 6 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not 6'3".
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I thought he was way bigger.
I'm 5'11".
My presence just makes you think that. That's all.
Possibly.
It's very commanding. Yeah. Until words leave his mouth. And then you're like, oh.
And so it's intimidating to stuff.
Yeah, Nolan's friend almost killed somebody with a shot put ball.
In case everyone was wondering why Austin needed to repeat that to me, is because I love to go pee.
Yeah. Like
couldn't have just played it off. Just
no, because you need to hear the
just
story.
like,
You fucking like crushed this kid's skull with a fucking truck football.
Did he live?
He did. Had some pretty cool scars and lots of stitches.
There you go. Look at that.
For a couple of weeks, had a
kid's got a better story than we do.
His head when he shaved it.
Kid's got a better story than we do.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I got a lot of good ones. I got a lot of good stories, and some of them don't involve me. But if I tell stories, I have to like be nameless. Anyways, you got one?
Is that so? Any of you ever been chased by a wild animal?
Yes.
Have you told this one before?
On the podcast, I don't think. I told you guys this before. I know that.
It was the dog, right?
No, it was a fucking moose.
Okay, maybe you haven't told this one. I thought it was one where you got chased by a dog.
No.
It was a moose? Okay. Yeah, go for it. Maybe I don't remember.
Dog. Fuck up a dog, can't fuck up a moose.
Would you fuck up a dog, though?
If I had a knife, I'd fuck up a dog.
Okay, but how often do you carry a knife?
Fair enough. But yeah, no. So
if I have the bazooka, I could take down a bear.
I have a household knife just in case a dog attacks me or I find a nice steak on the road.
Here, doggy. Go get it.
Fair enough.
But fuck, I'd get killed by a dog.
We all know that. You didn't need to say it out loud.
So essentially, I lived in the Kootenays. For those who don't know, that's it's a very, very lush area in the proverbial rainforest in British Columbia, right? So there's a lot of wild animals such as moose and elk and even some caribou sometimes.
I just want to point out that those animals live all in BC, but you would most likely see them there.
So we were in high school, and what do you do when you live in a small town in high school? You walk around and get drunk on the weekend, right?
Or smoke crack.
No, oddly enough, there was none of that in Revelstoke.
Not that you knew of. In Revelstoke?
Oh, come on.
No, not when I was growing up.
I imagine half the town.
Then you know what? You know what? No, that's a lie. I take it back. It's cocaine.
Yeah.
They miss. They go away from crack straight to cocaine.
Yeah. But so essentially we're walking, and it's the middle of winter, right? And as Andrew knows, I'm notoriously bad with alcohol. So
well, it's not just me. There was witnesses.
Yeah, a lot of witnesses.
Yeah, we all saw. That would have been a good Twitch stream.
Yeah, it would have been a horrible Twitch stream for me. So I'm not really good with alcohol. So I was the bigger man. I'm saying that just because I didn't want to throw up. So I opted out of drinking, and I was babysitting my friends because I didn't want anybody to get hurt, essentially. So it's the middle of winter. There's ice everywhere, and in Revelstoke, for those who don't know, it can snow up to like 6 feet in the winter. Right, it's a ski town. It's a lot of snow and everything like that. So it's ice everywhere, and like all my friends are drinking. And my brother just slammed a big thing of fucking a whole 2.6 of fucking Fireball, which cinnamon, kind of a bad taste in your mouth for me personally. But I'll leave that judgment up to him. So we're all sitting there, and then my brother, he just takes off sprinting up this hill, and I'm like, Connor, come back, like. I have to leave everybody else. So I run after him, and I run around a corner because he just sprinted around this corner, slipped, fell on the ice, and was rolling. So I run over, grab him, pick him up, and I turn around because I hear this blood-curdling scream as all of my friends start sprinting up around that same fucking corner that I came around as they're like drifting and slipping on the same ice. And all you see is this big fucking bull moose run right past them and down the street going right that way, right? As my short friend Ross, who's a little Italian kid, he was like 5'2", broke the fucking bottle of fucking Fireball and was chasing after the bull moose with it over his fucking head, screaming as loud as he can, chasing the bull moose with the broken bottle.
Well, I mean, coming from me, it's sad I was an Italian kid, not like a Canadian in plaid with an axe and a toque and mittens, steel toe boots, jeans.
Honestly, you're describing Ross's daily outfit.
Really?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, I'm Italian and I dress like that.
I remember it like clear as day. Like, have you ever noticed like those moments where like in movies where things like go in slow motion as someone's like running at full speed and like they fall a little bit and like they like brace themselves with their hands as they're full on sprinting. I remember my friend doing that as he came around the corner, right? I just remember like being horrified and scared because like for those who don't know, moose are fucking terrifying, right? Like they're horrifying creatures. Like they'll kill you. And they'll do it just for fun.
They're cute little animals.
My friend's dad got stomped in the face by one.
He's probably dead, right?
No, he actually lived. He had to get like facial reconstruction surgery. Yeah. But no, he got fucked. He shot it. He shot it and it wasn't dead. And so when they approached it came back up. Yeah, he was hunting it. It got back up and it went straight berserk, which is fair. It got shot, but
like for those who don't know, moose from hoof to like shoulder blade is like that's like 8 feet. Right? They're massive.
That's why they got special fences on the sides of highways where there's lots of moose to keep them off the roads because you hit one and they fall through the windshield and crush you and kill you.
Yeah. So
that's how most people die from moose.
Yeah, if I was going to say for people who don't know, when it comes to hitting a deer, you're supposed to swerve, right? Or slow down or something like that.
No. You hit the deer.
You keep going.
Right. If you hit a moose, there's nothing you can do. You're dead.
If you hit an animal on the highways of British Columbia, no matter what the fuck it is, you do not stop. If you are going to hit it, you keep fucking going. Because when you stop and you hit it, the front end of your car goes down, and then you're trying to stop, and then you stop and your car goes back up again, and that's how the animal actually ends up flying through your windshield like 9 times out of 10. I mean, it's going to probably do it anyways. But you're basically just better off just you just got to tow your fucking car, dude. And you just...
With moose, however...
Yeah, ICBC's making money now.
Take out their legs every time, and it just literally crushes you.
Yeah, no, but you are, if you run into, and that's when you call ICBC and say, an animal hit me, whatever the animal is. You don't say, I hit it hit you. Magical words you have to say when you call your insurance corporation when you hit an animal here.
Yeah.
Because when you say, I hit an animal, it sounds like you did that on purpose.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you actually don't get shit.
With my truck instead of my gun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess it's one of the situations where you had to be there to see it, but like it was terrifying. But after seeing Ross chase after the fucking moose, as he got halfway down the street, we're all yelling at him, "Come back, you're gonna die!" Right? We were all sitting there laughing about it, but like it's scary. That's for fucking
moosing around. My last story is I can tell a drinking story real quick that involves me and 2 other people. I was in college and I was living with 2 roommates in a house in Vernon, and we decided to have, and we had parties at this house like every weekend, like all the time, and we'd have like anywhere from like 15 to 30 people. We had a pretty good open door policy because a lot of people that came over were our friends. But anyways, we had a party one night. We were playing beer pong and whatever, and it was pretty late in the night or whatever. And I ran out of beer, and I hate to regret this, but I started playing beer pong with scotch.
Oh,
and yeah. So
you poor soul.
All I remember, I kid you not, I remember this incredibly vividly, is I looked down at my cups and I saw the scotch, and then I look up and I remember nothing past that point. And I vividly remember that. Anyways, I was really like notorious for taking like long showers because I highly relate to those memes where you're like, oh yeah, I'm happy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then like, as soon as you go into a shower and like water touches you, you're just like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And you like have like your like longest like life thoughts in the shower.
It's like the Guts theme plays in the background.
Yeah. So like, I like ponder my existence and everything while I'm in the shower. Anyways, so I was really notorious for that. And so one night my roommate was like, he lives like I had like the whole basement to myself, and then my other 2 roommates were both upstairs. My roommate's like, man, that shower, like he wasn't drinking as heavily, so he was kind of still kind of shit together. He was like, dude, like I just been in that shower for like an incredibly long time. Like I should probably go check up on him. And so he goes downstairs. And he goes and knocks on the shower door and nothing. And then he like feels water on the carpets a little bit. He's like, oh fuck. And he starts banging on the door, screaming my name. My bedroom's like right next door. And so my bedroom door opens and here I am walking out being like, hey man, like, what do you want? And I am to this point assuming I am straight naked answering the door. No. Yeah, I had to have been because he wouldn't admit it, but like I'm pretty sure I answered this door like just butt naked in front of him. Anyways, he's like, what the fuck? And he opens the door and he gets punched in the face with steam. And my whole bathroom was flooded because somehow my body's like, you're super drunk. You need to shower. But before you get in the shower, you need to take your phone, your keys, and your wallet out of your pockets. Thing was, is it skipped a step, which is taking my clothes off before I got into the shower. So I got into the shower with my clothes on, took my clothes off into the shower, and it was a standing shower. Therefore, I clogged the drain. And so water obviously started to back up. So anyways,
you created a fucking aquarium in your own bathroom, you idiot.
I'm pretty sure it was so hot that the devil would have like used it as a new throne for hell. But anyways, so anyways, I woke up the next morning and I was getting told, I was repeating the story again to me. But I wasn't the worst thing that happened that night. So it turns out that upstairs, as I said, both my roommates live like, so we had a narrow hallway and the rooms are basically beside each other. And I lived with a guy and a girl. And so the girl has access to the bathroom, which was like across the hall from her. And then my other roommate had an ensuite in his bedroom. And so the girl that was living with us was seeing a guy. And what happened was, I guess the guy got up in the morning and went to the bathroom. And then he crawled back, and then whatever was done, and then he got out and went back into the bedroom. Thing was, is he didn't go in the right bedroom. And so he crawled into bed where both him and my other roommate, who was a man, sleep naked, and started like rubbing his legs and kissing like his back. And my roommate, who this is happening to, for whatever reason, couldn't say something. And so he was just like, I guess I think he was a little bit in shock. I just wasn't really registering well. And so he finally, he's just like, so I guess for sakes, the boyfriend, Mike, said out loud to my roommate being like, do you like that baby? And then my roommate was being like, no. And so he like woke up and was like, everyone was in pure shock. And he went outside and started smoking for like the rest of the night. And this was like 4 o'clock in the morning. So as I'm getting told this story, I was like, I have one question. Like out of this whole scenario, I had one question. And they're like, okay, what? I'm like, you were caressing his legs. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, so who is shaving or who is not shaving for you not to notice the difference?
Oh, no.
That was it. So that was my life.
You flooded the bathroom.
Yeah.
Your friend got raped by your friend's boyfriend.
Yeah, basically got sexually harassed, yes. But yeah. So, and also it turns out the girl roommate didn't shave her legs. I guess that was the other part of that story too. So, but yeah.
Oh fuck.
That's I think that's all that we have for tonight. Gonna end on that note.
We can end it there.
Yeah. So welcome to One Podcast for Nerds, where we occasionally talk about video games, but clearly not that often.
We are about a lot of video games last session.
Yeah, we did, and we talked about a little bit of video games. Like me talked about video games a little bit this one too. It was just I don't know. We just had some funny things to talk about.
I'm trying to maintain the video game part of this podcast.
On that note, if you want to hear more funny stories like that, you might have to wait till the year 2022 when we're going to launch our Patreon account, and we're going to launch a new podcast exclusively for Patreon called You're Not That Funny. The reason behind that name is because I think I'm fucking hilarious, and I tell punny and funny little side stab jokes. And my partner always turns to me and deadpan tells me I'm not that funny. And so I thought, you know what, that'd be kind of a funny podcast. So we're going to do a podcast called You're Not That Funny, where Nolan, Austin, and I will share fucking weird stories.
Stories like the ones you just heard.
Yeah, like the ones you just heard and stuff like that. We're going to probably start recording all those over the winter break. So when Patreon launches, you guys have a slew of things to look forward to. We're going to probably charge, honestly, it's just going to be $2 for it. You can talk, like, you'll be access. You'll have basically unfiltered access to us through Patreon and stuff like that, because we really want to make it your guys' like worth your while to spend the $2. If you want to see everyone's reaction to that video, you can watch it on Twitch and maybe YouTube if I have the time to put it on there. I'm going to try. I might put the unedited version. I'm not going to edit it for YouTube, so it'll just be there. And you can watch me fuck up where I actually didn't hit record when we started doing this. And thank God I remembered then. Yeah, thank God I remembered then, not now. Remember, you can support us the Acast supporting system. It helps us make a better episode, make a better show. We could really use, the money to just help the quality and deliver a better show and better programming, I guess. I don't know, quality. And
really selling us here, Andrew.
I got, man, it's late. My brain's words. So my brain dictionary is not working. I shared a funny turkey story and other funny stories. I mean, I don't know what you guys want from me. Yeah, I guess that's it. You can go buy a mug from Main Gems. You can find the description below in all episodes. Again, support us. Really appreciate it. And I'm going to push that a little harder. We've had people give us like big donation, like one-time donations. We don't need that. It's not a commitment. You guys can just literally just drop $3 off or whatever. Any bit and all bit helps. And I think that's it. Remember, you can catch us every Tuesday streaming board games. We're going to play through Gloomhaven on our next quest. I think this is our third quest. And we're going to play Dinosaur Island afterwards. So look forward to that. And catch us every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. where we stream this episode live. And you can watch us be goofy and stupid and sit here in silence and text like 14-year-old girls. Nolan. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to end it there. And thanks everyone for watching and hanging out and being cool and giving us a go. If this is your first time listening, please don't rely on this episode being the mainstream of our entire show. It's kind of a shit mix.
There'll be more video game stuff in the future. It was kind of a lackluster week.
And also because we didn't really have much to go on this. We were like, I was going to message on Saturday being like, what are we going to talk about tonight? And I'm always like, I don't fucking know. And we kind of put it together. So that makes this a lot more fun, I think, personally. I enjoy just coming here and having you guys like listen to us ramble and talk about bullshit and crap. And just we're here to make your week better. We're here to make you laugh or ponder or tell you about a cool game we played or cool show we watched or cool comic book to read. And we appreciate all of you and everyone that listens to the show and watches us Twitch it.
Absolutely.
And everything. So we appreciate all of you. We hope all of you are safe. We have a lot of BC listeners, especially down in the Lower Mainland. We hope you're all safe. And yeah, so thanks everyone for listening. And we'll talk to you next week. I'll talk to you next week. All right, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.